Morning, guys. It is Sunday. We're getting ready to do a little bit more work on the Ghia. We got the horn working last night. I'm still just a little confused. It's kind of strange. Volkswagen likes to they like to switch the ground on the horn, which is a little bit different. But the way they get that ground is through the steering column itself. It's just kind of an oddball thing. So there's one piece of it that's not connecting real well, and I think it's just because I don't have the chassis grounded yet. So we're going to go back, check that. I got to pull the turn signals out here and adjust them. The bulbs are a little bit shaky in there, and there's basically, let's see if I can find one. Hang on. Okay. Where are we at, buddy? There it is. Okay. There's these two little copper things that we see on the back. So there's the bulb, two little copper things. And if those aren't adjusted all the way in, then the bulbs shake around a little bit. So I just got to basically pull those the bulb housings out and adjust these little copper pieces. I didn't do that before I put them in because I didn't know they needed to be adjusted. So we'll get that done. We're going to hopefully get the headlights all sealed up, installed, ready to go. And I've always said, you know, there's a famous quote that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and headlights are the windows to a car's soul. When you put the headlights in, it becomes a car to me. I don't know. There's something about it versus, you know, just sitting here with a blank stare on its face, you know. When you put the headlights in, it gets the personality back. So anyway, hopefully we'll get a little personality back out of the Ghia today. I forgot to, I don't think I put this in yesterday's video. I'll have to look, and if I did, I'll pull this out, but if I didn't, I'll leave it in. I heard a guy speak this past week, and he had a quote from Voltaire that I thought was awesome, that no problem can withstand the assault of sustained thinking. Say that again. No problem can withstand the assault of sustained thinking. Basically just saying that every problem is solvable. You just have to think long enough and hard enough and have enough people thinking about it. That's what the YouTube Garage Gang does, man. We assault the problems with sustained thinking and sustained information. It's awesome. So anyway, thought I'd pass that one along, guys. I figured I'd show this. Hit the shrink tube here with a little heat. Everything is good. I've got these spades here to hook up to the turn signals, and you know, you just can't leave these guys flopping out in the breeze. And Volkswagen used all these weird plastic connectors, and once again I surprised myself. 20 years ago I took this car apart, bagged things up, and a lot of things I threw away because I was stupid and young. And this is a bag that had the headlight connectors because they won't fit back through the hole that's in here. There's another hole same size. They're just too big. And so I cut them off when I could have really just released them. I think if you put a little real skinny screwdriver down in there, it actually releases this. And I could have, you know, not had to do this, but you know, that's 20 years ago. That's okay. But lo and behold, in the bag with the headlight deals, I obviously said to myself, you know, these are important. Here's the little plastic guys for the 3 wires that go to the turn signal. So that made my day right there. I was looking all over in boxes for them, and they were in the bag with the right parts. All right, there we go. Got it all stuffed together, and we're going to try and get the headlight going here. And here we are, the box of chrome. I sat at the NASCAR race a couple of years ago, not this past year, but the year before, shining up chrome. And here's our headlight rings. So I'm going to get these out of there, and we're going to make up our headlights. I figured we'd work together a little bit on this headlight, talking about sustained thinking. See all these holes here? I don't know what Volkswagen was doing. I don't know how many different cars this fit in and different configurations, but there's got to be a dozen holes. There's only 3 bolts that go into this to hold it into the car. There's one that goes here, there's one that goes here, and there's one that goes here. These are all kind of slotted. and it took me, well, there's an extra slotted one right there. The right one is identical to the left one. Identical. They're not mirrored, they're not flip-flopped, they're identical. So these are the two adjuster screws that adjust, I guess, vertical and horizontal pitch, so which way it twists. And then how this whole thing goes together. There's a lot here. There's a spring here, right? And then there's two baskets. So one that bolts to the car, one that bolts to the headlight, and then they swivel on these adjuster deals. So I figured we could put these together here. I've got, I had 4 sealed beam headlights. I picked out 2 that match, so both of them are General Electric. One is got a 2 on it, and the other one has a 2 DI, so I don't know what that means, but what I'm going to do is just kind of set this in here so that it's straight up using this adjuster screw as my top. So hopefully it'll look straight when it's in the car. Then the next thing that goes on is the trim ring, which I think I've got it lined up. No, I don't. Let's see. There's only a couple different ways it could possibly go on. That was 2 out of 3, and there's the third one. So that's the way it has to go. So I keep making little trips to the hardware store to buy like 6 or 7 screws because I get into something and I realize I don't have the right fastener. The guy's kind of laughing at me now because I keep coming up there and spending like 69 cents, 73 cents, $1.12, and I keep telling him I'll be right back because I don't know what I'm missing and what I have. But these are little self-tappers, and they're really, really close to what came out of here. And I may have to cut these off because they might be too long. We'll see. Yeah, looks like we're running into a problem there. So I'm going to run them all in and then take them all back out. So running them in should get my threads, and then I'll take them back out, cut them, and then we'll come back. Now we got our screws the right length, got a light bulb in the right spot, and I might have missed a little chunkage there. There we go. I think that'll work. Yep. I need smaller screws and even bigger fingers. That would help. God. So while we're doing this, I want to apologize to everybody. YouTube's been screwing me over here lately on the comments and stuff. I don't know what's going on with them, but I try to leave them sometimes and I get errors. And when it happens like 3 or 4 times, I just give up. So there's a lot of guys' videos I've been watching. If I'm subscribed, I pretty much watch every video. Sometimes I'm not in a position where I can make comments all the time, but when I can, I leave them. And I leave lots of comments, but a lot of them are going unheard because YouTube's, I don't know what, it's screwy. So just know, if I'm subscribed to your things, I comment all the time. I'm watching your videos. I'm not ignoring you. I feel bad about it. But honestly, you know, you kind of got to watch and move on. You can't spend all your time ho-hoing around, you know, clicking the reboot or reload or whatever it is all night. It doesn't work well. So anyway, that's enough of that. The other thing is, if I'm riding my bike, I can't comment. I watch a lot of videos while I ride my bike. If I could type and do that at the same time, I would, but I can't, so I don't. I'm trying to keep this all in the frame. I don't know if it's on there or not, but if it's not, you'll know what I'm doing. I'm just tightening screws. But I thought you guys might want to check some of this stuff out. So, okay, now let's put this sucker in the car. And of course, I went to the hardware store and I thought, I need 3 screws here. I didn't think about the 3 screws on the outside. So 3 and 3 is 6 times 2 is 12, and I got 10. Wasn't thinking about the outer ones. I got 4 extras because I figured 6 screws, I'll screw something up. So I got 4 extras, and I should have got 6 extras. Oh well. I did like Milo's video the other day where he asked that guy if he could get a tweed headliner for a Karmann Ghia. And he answers back, no, they have white. They come with white. Yeah, but if you wanted to make one, could you make one? I don't know. Here's the fabric, it's white. Oh, that made me laugh. Oh. Can you see why it takes me so long to do this stuff? Not quite, not quite. Okay, there we go. Now I don't have the screw for this. It's coming in the mail. 2 of them. But that's one headlight. We'll get the other one fired up. Alright, we got a quick little test of the flasher relay. Again, that's the power coming in, and then we got a ground, so I just hooked up a couple spade wires I had laying around. I had to do a little sanding to get everything cleaned up. Flasher relay's working, so we'll put it in the thing. Are you in Florida yet? There it is, baby. It's lit up. Still got a few screws to put in over here, but the wiring's a go, baby.